During our 4 days intensive in 2013, we're going to be working on our back bends. When you're working with back bends, it's not just bending over backwards. It's not just the front of the body. Of course, there's quads, there's psoas, there is the belly, there's shoulders. Everything is involved, and definitely we'll touch on it quite intensely. However, bending backward involves a lot more than just body and muscles. When we are opening up the front, we're opening up ourselves. Usually when you protect ourselves, we curl in. Here, you're going to be asked to open up and become vulnerable. To do that, you are going to be required to let go of a lot of hang-ups. So emotionally, you're working on a lot of layers on your psyche. You're going to be asked to become vulnerable. You're going to be asking to become a little bit fragile. You'll have to let go, let go, let go. It's a fantastic opportunity. You cannot do back bends efficiently until you are allowing yourself to be open and exposed. Who can do intensive? Basically anybody can take this, but it would be extremely helpful and much more useful if you have a little bit of practice behind your belt. Taking regular classes and definitely some workshops as well. If you have a chance to study about SI joints and psoas and how the hips work, how the legs work, that would definitely be helpful. But we're going to be covering all kinds of aspects in our intensive as well. So if you don't have a lot of workshops behind your belt, you can still take advantage of it and take it. The full day workshop, hips, groins, and lower back, is obviously dealing with our central aspect, is our hips. Often we think of central as core, but hips are the basis of everything. That's where the spine arises from. If our hips are misaligned, if our SI joint is misaligned, it throws everything out of whack. If there is something in the hips that is not working, we have our shoulder issues, the neck issues. If our hips are misaligned, it will drag our knees out of whack. So everything depends on the perfect alignment of the hips, not only flexibility, but also stability. In yoga practice, we tend to be flexible, stretch, 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 but there's lack of stability. Both are important, stability and flexibility. In the workshop, we're going to be dissecting how the hips work, especially the SI joint. We'll talk about psoas a lot because it's so central to our health and the whole structure. Most of students, when the practitioners or teachers, always come back to the hips, but to work intelligently with the hips is going to make a huge difference. First, we need to know how it works, what happens when it doesn't work, and when it doesn't work, how to realign. Some of it is extremely simple, but you still have to know it. So if you know how the hips work, you're going to walk better, your back will feel better, the lower back is going to feel fresh, the upper back is going to be free. Often, whenever even we do shoulder work, guess what? We have to address the hips because it's the other end of the stick. If this is stiff, everything else is going to be stiff, from feet up all the way to the neck. So in this workshop, we're going to learn or relearn or review how it works and simple exercises and not some simple exercises what to do.